Bui Colonial SDO warns those who come around only during elections or come and hide at Amba hotels in Bamenda to grab money and positions and disappear to desist from such acts. ABC Amba TV News learns that the Colonial La Republic de Cameroon Senior Divisional Officer of Bui County has called on politicians, traditional rulers, and other Colonial La Republic de Cameroon government authorities to return to their areas of command in Amberland and reconcile with the people with whom they had long served ties since the Amber Liberation War broke out in 2017. Now the question is, what is the Colonial Yaoundé authorities? What are they about to do? Has the war ended, or is there a ceasefire? And finally, how will such reconciliation take place? Well, this is where we will begin the full briefings of Undante tonight. How are you doing, sir?
Very well, Oni. Good evening, Ambazonians. The Colonial SDO for Bui, Menyon Gilbert, was frank and did not mince words when he rhetorically challenged his Colonial La Republic du Cameroon's reconstruction plan by declaring that there can be no effective reconstruction and sustainable development in the socio-political disturbed regions, that is Amazonia, if representatives of the common people sit in Yaoundé and only return home during elections. The Colonial La Republic du Cameroon SDO was speaking on Friday, April 14, 2023, during the Colonial La Republic du Cameroon's so-called National Territorial Planning and Sustainable Development Planning meeting in Bamenda. The meeting, which brought together the representative of the Colonial La Republic du Cameroon's Minister of the Economy, Planning and Regional Development and other authorities of the Yaoundé colonial authorities, aimed at discussing the way forward for projects earmarked in the 5-year Action Development Plan in war-torn Amazonia. He says, "We have some who come here mostly during election periods and some end up at the Ayaba Hotel and return to Yaoundé."
I think that their voices count a lot as political leaders, and being representatives, they have a responsibility to address their people when things are not going on well. The Colonial SDO challenged and added that if some of these issues are not addressed within the Colonial La Republic de Cameroon government, objectives of the Sustainable Development Plan may not be achieved by 2035. During the meeting, sustainable development projects were discussed, as highlighted by a Tunisian consultancy firm which was contracted for the Colonial La Republic de Cameroon's 2035 projects.
Well, in this colonial meeting, Undaunted learned that projects were highlighted in the domain of agriculture, technology, health, education, road, and many others, as the colonial authorities tabled additional projects and areas to focus on during the execution process.